Hello, and welcome back to Dice Dropping's Song of Ice and Fire role-playing tabletop game. Chronicles of House Weirlight. Say hi, House Weirlight.
Hi.
Hello.
Tentative highs today.
Well, I was going to say hello, narrator, but you didn't say, like...
Yeah?
Yeah.
No. Mixing it up. Keeping on your toes. Seems like y'all are a little nervous today. Why y'all nervous?
No reason.
I've got nothing to
reason.
be nervous about. I'm sitting by myself in the stands at the jousting match.
Yeah, the jousters just are. There's just a stomach bug going around where only one person has it. It's fine. Nothing trickstery going on that's sending me into an eternal panic.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
They're wondering if there are salted peanuts at the melee match. We haven't gotten confirmation of what the concession stands are offering.
No.
And we get corn dogs.
No.
Giant
turkey legs.
You can get badger spleens.
Ooh.
and wolf nipple chips.
Ooh.
I love how we have our priorities.
Classic
What's at the
delicacy.
concession stands? Let us know.
We'll all have to know. Yeah.
Indeed. Yes. I mean, generally, it's whatever you want. You just tell your servants to go get you food. And then they go find food wherever that may be throughout the city.
I would like to be extravagant with a bunch of sugar. I want you to melt it all and turn it into this web-looking thing. Go.
Indeed. All right. So, where we last left off, the young heir of House Weirlight had successfully, under the eyes of the Seven, defended the honor of his house against his accuser, knocking him cleanly from the horse in the first round of the jousting tournament. Sure, everyone's kind of talking about how sick Adham Dannett looked, and there's so many rumors flying around about it. However, most of it has to do with the fact that he probably drank too much, or, something. He drank too much, even though lots of people saw he didn't drink at the feast.
Yeah.
Or eat, or
Mm-hmm.
do much of anything other than sit consumed by anger.
That's true. So who knows? Maybe he's sleeping it off. Maybe he's caught something. Maybe he's more injured than he seemed. Maybe he's found a pretty girl. Who knows? But just nobody has left their tent. So, but after that, talk about, hang out with people, started the melee, where Tidrick very soundly won his first round by just beating a heavily armored man into the dirt with the amount of effort that man moves his dog out of the way from the door. And then we, of course, ended it starting on Henric's first round against a mysterious person. Now, of course, there's some guy that Nymora knows, but then, of course, there's Clarissa, who wanted to ask Michael Adderfell a few questions. And it turns out the information she knew was incredibly need to know. And he is very confused why someone who is not one of the 7, now 6, members of the King's Guard knows. And so he's in the middle of arresting her. And it seems like she needs to do something about that. But we won't focus on that for now, because we have a fight to do! Fight! So, Henric.
Yes.
Are you ready to fight this no-named hedge knight?
Yeah, I can totally take a hedge knight. Let's go.
Yeah, this guy's big, but his weapons are of poor quality. His armor's not that nice looking.
I mean, Adham was big, and I took him down, so I feel like I can.
Exactly.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Kick his butt.
For Will.
Absolutely. Right. Well, let's roll to see who goes first.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, man. Ah,
All right, looks like Lars has the first approach. Lars, a man in a brigandine outfit, basically tiled steel woven into leather, begins to approach you with a warhammer he's cocked in two hands. It's black, the head round, the back has a hook on it, and he just comes up to you. Now, Henric, remind me, what's your weapon kit for this?
a weapon that I picked for this one?
Yeah,
Probably
what do you
just like
I believe you said
Some-
sword and board, yes?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
One's fun.
before we start, I do want to make sure that your defense is calculated correctly.
That's a good question. We should do
Probably
that.
a good idea.
That's very helpful. Thank you. Because I still have the full plate that I was wearing.
Yes, you are wearing your full plate.
That's still on there.
Yes. And you have a medium shield, I believe?
Yeah, and I think it should be the +2, which I added on there.
Fantastic.
But
All
should
right.
be still. Yeah.
So-
Should be about 10.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, but it's much less than that because it is a -6
Oh,
for
right.
penalty
That
and then
part.
a +2 for his shield, meeting. Yep, so that would be correct. So you are,
Okay.
a bit easy to hit, but this guy probably is pretty easy to hit too. He's big.
Okay.
He's slow. He seems slow. So he approaches you.
Mhm.
And immediately just two-hand overswing his hammer down.
Turtle mode.
I'm scared.
All right.
And Henric's not, but Aaron.
That's a 17.
It does hit.
He has crit you.
Really?
However, he's only crit by 1 degree. So it's not too bad.
I'll take it.
So he is dealing you not too much damage. So that is, but he's got at least over 3 degrees. All right, so he got 14 damage on you.
Okay, and 10 takes away that.
You take away 10, so you have
Okay.
4 left over.
Okay.
Now, his Warhammer has an interesting feature. It's called shattering. And if he gets more than 2 degrees of success, then he lowers your defense by the ranking of his weapon's shattering. Now, because he also a fun thing called Bludgeon Fighter that increases by 1. So your defense goes down by 3 as he shatters your shield into splinters.
Oh shit.
He just comes over and you put your shield up and it just it splinters. It's gone. It's no longer a shield.
Oh.
Your arm goes dead at your side, and you're now kind of just are free-handing a long sword.
Oh, great.
It is your rebuttal. He is in your face. What do you do?
Let me think. Hold on, she out.
Yeah. So you all, of course, the family, Vivian, Tiedric, see this large man come up and just shatter your son's shield immediately.
Yeah,
you see his arm go a little limp at his side.
Could I do a? Oh, this is a greater action. But I feel like.
I mean, he's right in your face. You
fuck
can do
it.
it.
Can I do a cautious attack?
Well, why don't you tell us about a cautious attack?
Cautious attack. It says subtract one die to fighting, add +5 to combat defense.
Ooh, okay. Not a bad move, honestly.
Very good idea.
Trying to play smart. Trying to fight smart.
All right, yeah, absolutely. So you take, instead of kind of using your normal sword and board scorpion stance, you take a more defensive stance with both hands gripping the hand and a half blade, and you strike out at him at a measured strike. Why don't you make that roll?
One die. Or you do that on the here.
The what? The way you're talking about what?
Subtracting 1. I got it.
Oh yeah, so you would just have to, you gotta lower it yourself. But
18.
well,
Nice.
you hit him. Nice. So that crits him, and you got 1/6, so that is a single degree. So you deal about 10 damage to him, because I believe the damage of your longsword is a 5?
Yes.
Yes, all right.
It is.
Awesome. Yeah, you make a strike out at him, and it does get through his armor, 10. It is not as good as yours, and you do slice him a bit. So that is... Okay. Yeah, you give him a slice, but this guy seems like a big, hardy. All right, so you now have a more defensive position. So instead of, I believe your defense would have been a 2, it is now a 7, which is significantly better.
Hooray!
Let's see, what is Lars going to do? That was a good strike.
That's dirty fighting, Lars. Hit him on the other side. Make him ugly on that side too.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. Well, he is going to do. He's going to do the opposite of you. He's going to make a reckless attack. Where he minuses 5 to his combat defense, but he gets an extra die. So we're going to up that. And Warhammer. 33!
Oh, God.
All right. So that's...
God.
So he crit you with 3 6s, which means he has dealt you... Let's see.
I could just tap at
That's a base of 21 times 4.
I don't think I need to hear this.
Yeah, it is a significant amount of damage. Now, this is, of course, tournament damage, so it is not permanent. Now, unfortunately, you, as that would deal around 84 points of damage, you do not have enough injuries to reduce that.
I don't think I
which is unfortunate.
I really don't want to take a wound, so yeah.
Like, if you do, it would basically negate all of it, but you would have, like, a broken arm. Or something.
Let's not do that. I still have some other jousts to
Put the
do.
useless arm in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Lars expertly moves in and just sort of, like, shoulder checks you. It puts you off your game. He hooks your left leg with his, your right leg with his left, pulls it. You begin to fall back, and as you fall, he just not caves your chest in, but he caves your breastplate in with his hammer as you just, with a awful noise, just slam onto the ground and lie fairly still as you, for at least a good 10-15 seconds, cannot catch your breath.
Yeah, I can't. I totally got the wind knocked out of me there.
Yeah, and so it waits, people wait, you don't get up, and they declare him the winner. He then kind of, like, looks at you and gets down and grabs the front of your bracelet and shakes you a bit, and you just hear, "Kid, you right."
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm good.
Yeah, he grabs you, like, fully by the breastplate, grabs your left arm, and just pulls you up. Doesn't help you up. He pulls you up. And just kind of sets you on your feet, even though you're still, like, your head is spinning.
Yeah.
And your left arm is killing you.
It's like picking up a kitten. Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's so big. He lifted a guy.
Yeah, he kind of, like, hits your helmet a bit, like, pung, pung, pung. You alright? You can see?
Just nod, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. And he just, like, pats you on the arm, and then just walks out.
Okay. Confused, reorient myself, and then also walk off, I guess.
Yeah, you see some people, like, help you off the field.
Thank you.
So unfortunately, you lost the first round of the melee.
That was an unfortunate pairing.
It really was.
It was. But yeah, Naimora, you just see Lars Henric got a really smart and good hit in, but unfortunately, you know him. He knows how to kill people.
Yeah. Is Henric being attended to by like?
Yeah, there's a field maester essentially there, like making sure, like he's checking his mostly, like can you breathe? Like how's your arm?
Hurts.
Like, yeah.
I look back and forth between Henric and Lord Tedric and just kind of like make like some gestures. Just like, can I go see how he is?
Yeah. So is that a
I'll
yes?
motion my arm to send her.
Yeah. Like go.
All right, I'm gonna vault my way down the like the box seating or whatever it is that we have.
Yeah, that's no problem.
And go and check on Henric.
Mhm.
Just be like,
He's sitting on a bench.
Not sure if you heard me. I am standing up.
Yeah.
Henric, are you okay? Can you see?
Sure.
How many fingers am I holding up?
3. It's hard to see at the helmet. Yeah, I'm good. I got hit in the chest, not the head. I'm
I
fine.
bonked the side of his helmet a little
Ow.
bit. It's like, yeah, you're lucky that he didn't cave your entire chest in.
Yeah, kidding.
Oh, that was a good hit, though. That was so good. If he wasn't using thrice-stamped Warhammer, then you probably could have sliced his kneecaps out.
Kidding. It was just so strong and quicker than I thought.
Don't worry. Lars is big, and he uses that to his advantage. He's been doing this for a long time.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, so that's right.
Yeah, it's Lars Flowers. We've done a couple of other fights together. I've fought him a couple of times. We've beat the shit out of each other
Yeah.
on a number of occasions.
If he's fought you, he must be good. Yes.
Thanks, but he is at least as good as me, probably better.
He knocked me on my ass pretty quick, so
I'm
think
not
you'd be
kidding
right
when
with that.
I'm not kidding when I said that he knows how to use a hammer. Okay. Do you want to come up and sit with your family, or do you want to try yourself out of this?
I think.
No.
Am I 2 questions? 1, did I see his face?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Also, 2, am I out of like the competition for melee for the day, or
No, you're out.
okay, just out? All right.
You're out.
Yeah.
You are no longer entered in the melee.
Cool, that's fine. All right. Yeah,
But the matrons have already pried your breastplate like open and off. Like they, you're looking at it. It's so nice new armor, but you're gonna have to get it banged out.
It's so nice. All right. I'll drum
You'll have the money for it.
I know.
Okay,
It'll be fine by tomorrow.
there's a really good armorer here in King's Landing, and I could give you his name. Does really good work.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Are you in the melee anymore?
No, I'm not in the melee. I have too much work to do. I have to make sure that all of you are being safe and not getting into trouble. Weird things happening.
Yeah, they are, and that's a big job. So understand. Well, go to you.
All right, Tedric, it does look like your son is okay.
All right.
Yeah, get him up to his feet and sort of like step him back up to the box.
Yeah. You're mostly just sore, Henric. You're just sore, and your left arm is like pins and needles.
One of his previous wounds, the cracked ribs.
Yeah. I will say you don't feel any more pain. Like the armor did its job.
Okay, that's not me. No, none of the ribs like punctured my lungs, so I guess that's good.
Because I, as Tedric, recognize a killing blow.
Yeah, but you would also know that wasn't intended to kill. That he bopped him. You've seen Robert use his warhammer. That guy knows how to use a warhammer, and he's just like, gah. Yeah. Your shield. Luckily, though, that wasn't your shield. It was a tournament shield.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, but you're all just like, huh.
Very anticlimactic there. Won the fight that mattered today, so I guess I'll
It's okay. You got the jousting. I've got the melee.
There you
That's
go.
true. Fair.
There you are. Yep, Vivian.
Well, I didn't have to go up against my son.
Vivian, your son seems fine. These looks like he's okay. He's smiling now, just looking around.
Well, that's part of the tourney. You win and you lose, so I'm glad he's all right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Can
I'd like to leave and find Lysa Aaron, because that's who I wanted to talk to.
Yeah, absolutely. You can ask around and try to find her. Before that, though, I'm just wondering, talk to Lars, or are you just chilling with Henric?
Yeah, I'll go and find Lars. Just at least give him congratulations on a fucking good swing.
On a good swing. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Vivian, can you please roll me a? Oh yes. There you are. I guess. Ooh. So, how are you trying to find for her? Are you trying to ask people where you've seen, if they've seen her?
Yeah, I definitely ask people where they've seen her. So I don't know if it would be that would be pull, because she's a higher, being the wife of the Hand of the King. I don't know if that's a status or persuasion role. So
status would be more like you using who you are and your authority to gain what you want. Persuasion is more like using your words to get what you want.
Yeah, then I'll use. I definitely like to. Ask
so this would be persuasion streetwise.
Okay.
Then it would just.
It's just straight persuasion for me.
Yeah. So. Well, that's a 20.
So never mind.
No, it's actually a 15. I double clicked by accident.
I see. That's still real good. You succeed by you just succeed by a degree of success.
Awesome.
Nice.
So you do hear where Lysa is. She is apparently not on the tourney grounds right now, but she will be. Everyone knows when she comes, apparently, because because basically she spends the morning, they say, tutoring her son, who is like 2.
All right.
So that's a little weird, but
sure.
Everyone's got something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got like some.
But apparently, basically, the joust takes like all day, especially the first day, because there are hundreds of. Technically, it's over 100, but it's over 100 applicants, if not more. So it takes all day. So she will be here essentially in the later afternoon, and then she kind of comes then, and that's usually where a lot of people come. Not a lot of people came in the morning this time because they wanted to see what happened with the whole Juki thing.
Yeah, all right. So there's really no one to like kind of socialize with her, really.
Right now. Just not Liza. A lot of other. The Ralds are here. You do know Felice. She's here. If you wanted to talk to her. But yeah, the Liza Aaron will not come until basically the afternoon. So a couple hours, and then she'll be here.
Okay.
She's reportedly not super sociable.
That's fair. So yeah, I guess I kind of want to wait till I'm with Teacher to talk to the Rolls again, because him and Richard seemed to hit it off really well. I guess I'll go find Felice and then try to, if she's among, like, I know she's usually at the center of, like, the Reach ladies usually, so I guess that's where I'll be headed, to just see how, if the atmosphere has changed with the...
Well, Felice usually isn't with the Reach lady. She's a Western member.
No, I thought that was, I thought Felice was,
Oh, am I missing? Am I messing up?
I don't know. I thought.
Are we talking about
Mace's
Dover's wife, Felice?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Felice is
okay,
Harold
I got the name.
Dover's wife.
Yeah, because Mace's wife, they have
Illyri.
similar names.
Illyri.
Illyri is her name.
Then yeah, all right then. Alrighty then. I will. Yeah, I'll go talk to Felice for a little bit. But my main goal, I guess, it doesn't have to, if it's like a role or something, but my main goal is I do want to be around the Reach houses to see if the atmosphere about us has changed.
Okay, yeah. You can absolutely. While you go up there, I would. I'll let you make an awareness empathy check.
Okay.
Just sort of. As you like smile at people, see.
Sorry, that was just. I keep forgetting I have to click the tab to open up the awareness empathy.
No problem.
And not just awareness. So.
No problem.
There we go. So, 17.
17. All right. So that is real good. Yeah. So the air is different.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, smile and nod, but no one looks to really engage you. Mm-hmm. And if you go up and say hello, they say hi and, congratulations on your son and all that stuff. It's definitely a different air than it was like this morning and at the end of the feast, but you can tell it's not what it was. Right. There is some hesitation between a lot of the ladies, almost like they're not sure how they should talk to you. A lot of these women are probably like don't want to contradict something their husband says or thinks. So it looks like people are playing it safe around you. No one's rejecting you. I mean, besides the ones you were more originally aware of that didn't like you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one's like rejecting and engage them in conversation. They talk about the tournament and the night and how just the lavish expenditures and the king likes to throw his money around, but did you know most of all the food last night came from the Reach, and that came from my house, and everyone is basically just talking like that. But most of the politic talk is definitely a little more subdued. People are just kind of trying to enjoy themselves, and no one's in-depthly engaging with you out of a hesitancy. Like they're not sure if their husbands are going to think one thing or not. So they're waiting to see if it's like cool to talk to you, essentially. And they're talking, but just not saying anything important or prevalent. But if you try to engage them, and if you try and talk to them, they will talk to you. It's just they're not making any kind of initiation, essentially.
Well, then there's really nothing I can do.
And if there's anyone else you want to try and find or anything like that, let me know. Or if there's someone you want to talk to and engage with, you let me know.
Okay.
Okay. So as you mingle about, we're going to go to, we'll do Nymora's thing real. So Nymora, you go to congratulate. You can go find and congratulate Lars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you find him pretty easily. You see him taking off his helmet, and he has a new scar that you do not remember him having. And listen, Lars was never like an attractive guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a beat up face, but this scar, it's new and it's a little it literally like covers this whole part of his face, and it causes his left eye to sort of like pull at an angle from where the skin's healed. It's like pretty like shocking. It looks it's not like a single slice too. It's like it's in a strange pattern. You're not entirely sure what would cause that wound.
Yeah. So
he takes his helmet off, looks at you, and he goes, "No more, is that you?"
Yeah, I was telling Henric to go for the other side of your face, but someone already did. What happened?
What? Oh, fucking yeah. It's a long story. If you want to buy me drinks later, but it's a long story. Interesting though. Interesting, I will say.
Yeah, we'll go out drinking. We'll celebrate your victory. That was a vicious hit.
I mean, yeah. Is that's Henric, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, never met him. But sorry about that. I know your house is probably trying to do noble things, but I'm just here to beat people up and get paid for it.
Why are you sorry? It's the nature of the melee, yeah?
Well, you're all,
he
employed.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still here, and
yeah,
live vicariously through you. Yeah.
I'll pretend to know what that word means. What are you doing here? I thought you would never come to King's Landing. You always talked about how shitty this place was.
Well, I mean, it turns out that when you're employed by people, they expect you to do a job for them.
Oh, right. Yes, right, yeah.
I'm here as part of the guard detail. I mean, officially, I watch over the twins, so. But
oh, right, yeah. That's right. Henric's the twin, right? Yeah. So you came to congratulate. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then came to just like see how you're doing. I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah, it's been over a year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you killed anyone interesting lately?
A few, yeah. No, I was across the narrow sea for a bit, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Where in
well,
Essos, yeah?
No.
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 What else is across the narrow sea?
Well, I mean, a couple places, Lease.
Uh-huh.
But no, I went to a couple different places. But I got my scar over there. Again, I'm not telling you till you buy me drinks. But yeah, no, definitely killed a lot of interesting people lately. Didn't die. You?
I mean, you're going to have to buy me a drink as well. Say we'll do an exchange of drinks tonight, and I'll tell you about some some Iron Man raiders. Yeah.
Oh, fucking Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
Bastards. Well, nice. All right. What the heck? Interesting. All right. Yeah. Maybe we'll wrestle for it as usual.
Yeah. I'll. Where are you staying? I'll pop by sometime later tonight. Maybe.
Why don't you meet me at Way to the Crown pub.
You say that like I know where anything in fucking King's Landing is.
Sorry, I come here a lot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's well, fuck. I don't know how to give directions. Fuck. You know what? How about you just fucking meet there, right?
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
I can give directions.
All right.
That'd be great.
Very much.
Oh yeah, no. I met a lady you would like actually. Oh yeah. She's an ex-Commosian slave. She knows how to use a Kalashtar. I'll tell you what.
Oh, is she here? Is she here in King?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe bring her.
I think she's hanging out by the docks. I think.
Docks is.
Docks is.
This King's Landing is so full of vipers that I am surprised that every step that I take is not poisoned. And it's just like
someone has given you trouble.
Someone is giving the family trouble.
Okay, well that doesn't surprise me. But you, come on, you tell me you walk like no one gives me trouble.
No, it's just all politics. It's like you know, it's not the kind of trouble that you can hit with a sword or hit with a spear. You know, and it's just.
See, that's why I don't get involved in that shit. That's why I don't. I'm not gonna attach myself to a family or nothing. I'm just here.
I'm going to be a knight someday. I know it. I swear it.
You know, you keep saying that, and you know. I can't think. I know. Fuck, words are hard.
Just don't hurt yourself, Lars. Take it slow.
You know, I'm not afraid to punch you.
You know what? It's been so long, I would almost relish it.
I'm like, oh, all right. Listen, knights are puffed up cucks. You know. But
tell me how you really feel, Lars.
But if you were a knight, I would say, oh, knights are puffed up cucks. Except this one person I know.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Does it? All right. Well,
it does.
Fine. Good.
You're a fine fighter. You've always treated me well.
Yeah. Have you had the whorehouses?
You know, there is one. There is one.
Yeah.
It's called the Jade Spring.
Oh yeah, another Jade Spring. Yeah, they won't let me in there.
Yeah, they almost didn't let me in except for the fact that I'm a woman. So.
Yeah.
But there is a girl there. Oh, she's so pretty and she is so smart. Smart as a fucking whip. It's a lot of them are.
You like talk to her.
Yes, I talk to her.
Okay.
You think that romance is dead, Lars?
Listen, romance is someone you engage with. You go to a whorehouse to get your dick wet.
It makes it nicer. It makes it nicer if you can talk a little bit beforehand. And she was, I like smart ladies, so.
All right. Well,
we can't all have simple tastes. Sometimes we have to be.
It's true. The Seven has blessed me.
I punch him in the arm.
Okay. Yeah. He just arm moves.
Seven has blessed you with a dick bigger than your brain, unfortunately.
Don't you know it? Half the horse head.
All right. I have to go back to the family, but I will meet you later tonight. Okay?
Absolutely. See you tonight.
All right. Good luck in the rest of the melee.
Don't need it.
I head back to the family.
Yeah. All right, cool. Excellent day.
Friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's so nice, so cool.
I go through. No, he's not. He's an asshole and he's killed people, but he's my friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Go through this entire campaign. That's all I do is make friends.
Friends. All right. I believe it is time we transition over. Clarissa.
Hi.
Failing your
Hey, that's really the
failing
best
your
one.
face that entire time.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
It's gonna be great.
So you're in a tent. You are currently being kind of loomed over by member of the Kingsguard, of which there are only 7 in the entire kingdom, 6 now. Asking that you come with him for further questioning, as he doesn't understand why you know something that no one else should know.
Yeah.
What you
I don't know if this is too soon, but I would like to engage him in an intrigue.
Yes, you may do that immediately. You've already sort of discussed with him last time. Yes.
Very good.
Let us intrigue.
Been a bit. Let's see if I still have.
All right, Michael.
Proud.
Yes. So, what? So let's begin to establish some things. So, computer. Okay, there we go. A few things. All right. So, what is going to be your what is your objective of this scene?
I'm thinking deceit.
Ah, yes, you want him to believe something that is not true.
Yes.
You want to lead him to a false revelation.
Yes.
You want to mask your true intentions and give him something that will get him to leave you alone?
Yes, that's the big one. If there was a leave me alone objective, that would be the one.
Okay, absolutely. Fantastic. So now we have that. What is your disposition towards Michael?
I think we're indifferent.
Indifferent?
Yeah, it was between indifferent and amiable, but I this is my first time meeting him in years, so indifferent.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. All right, cool. Yeah.
Time to arrest you, so.
Yes.
All right, so indifferent. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have that. We have that. So since your thing is deceit, so what do you think your technique is going to be here? Convince, like incite, intimidate, seduce,
Let's see.
charm.
Yep. These are all great questions.
Incite, which is you want to make him mad at something that's not you.
Yes, let's do insight.
Okay, yeah. So your goal is to make the subject angry, and you have to give them you got to basically, your goal is to make them angry and hate something.
Mm-hmm.
That's hopefully not you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you were, it sounds like you're deceit. So it sounds like you're using deception here.
Yes.
All right. So it would be the. Do you have bluff?
I do have bluff.
Then it will apply to these rolls, and the damage is your cunning rank.
Yes, I have a 4 cunning.
Very nice. Excellent. All right. So let us roll initiative, which is your status.
Status. I'm not going to win on this one, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's very respectable. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 15 real good, but yeah, Michael being quite a high status.
Yes.
Right. So he is essentially just going to be like, right, well, you I don't understand how you have that information, but I very much need you to come with me. He's being respectful about it, but he is telling you. So he's just going to be using... At this point, he's just using persuasion. Basic old persuasion. So let's see. 12. Does that beat your intrigue defense?
Fine.
Bailey?
Uh-oh, she's frozen.
Oh, I can't see her on my screen either.
She's looking into the distance with ennui. Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me?
All right, there we go.
Yes. Okay, now we can.
It does not. My intrigue defense is 13.
All right. Yeah. So he's like, listen, milady, you need to come with me immediately for further questioning. And you're just like, you blink like.
I don't don't want to do that. No. Yeah, she looks at him and she says, Michael, I am so sorry. I heard about it over the feast. Your men were talking about it. I thought it was interesting gossip. That's all.
Okay.
I'm trying to bluff my way out of it.
Absolutely. Make that deception bluff roll.
All right.
Lie.
Lie.
All right, that just gets his intrigue defense. Just.
Oh, that's 2 1s. Nice.
Yeah.
That it still worked though.
Absolutely. So, and then your cunning is 4?
4.
All right. Unfortunately, it does not affect him.
Sorry.
As
Bad roll?
Yeah, and so he sort of looks at you and goes, I do not believe that that 2 sworn oathed members of the Kingsguard would talk so openly about such a sensitive subject. Why were you trying to overhear something? And so he is going to try and once again he browbeats you a little bit, trying to get you to just be like, why were you, it sounds like you were trying to overhear things. 9!
One of.
Ineffective.
He's too earnest.
Yeah, I feel like she kind of raises her eyebrow back at him, and I would like to... I'm going to try and read him. So I need the boost here.
All right, sounds good.
I'm also curious about this that he's doing right now.
this thing.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to make an awareness test. Passive deception. So
I'm really bad at those.
All right, let's see. His passive deception is 8.
Oh, okay.
Ruin his life.
You do it.
Thank you.
So equal be your target deception result. You learn the target's current change.
Fuck him up, baby.
All right, so he is using convince, and he is indifferent towards you.
Oh, good. Cool.
And then you get another benefit from that, if I am not mistaken.
Yeah. +1 die.
On all deception and persuasion tests for the duration of the... Well, that'll help.
Yes, hopefully.
So you're just like, and he goes... he just once again goes, now, this is silly. We don't need to have this discussion in a tent. Let's go to the White Tower. Let's get you down... sat down like a proper like a proper lady should be treated, and we'll have a discussion there. 13. Ha So that means it is his. Okay, so it just got it. So I think your disposition slaps it down. So while he technically hit you, he did not hurt you.
Yeah. I sincerely apologize for overhearing the information, but I promise you, Michael, on my honor, as not only the Weirlight steward, but also an Asterwood lady, that I had no idea. No idea. I merely knew that he was missing. And I'm going to try and bluff my way out of this.
Go for it. Deception bluff with that extra die.
16.
16,
better.
Yeah. Better. Yeah, so that is 2 degrees of success.
Damage?
Yep, so that's 8 damage to old Marco, -4, so that's 4 composure on our boy. All right. So he kind of goes, He sort of feels that and goes, you just happened to overhear it. Well, still, these are not, though you overheard it, why have you brought it to me? What you need to do is come back to the White Tower. We'll make a formal, inquiry into this. And if we find that those two are talking, fine, you let go immediately. I swear on my honor, if you have no nefarious intentions, you will be sought out. I mean, that's how this works.
Yep.
So once again, nothing, because he has to get quite high on you to affect you.
Yeah. I am a lady of the court. It is my, first of all, job to overhear things, and second of all, I like to gossip. I like to talk to people. Pardon me, I am worked up. But you must know that I would have had nothing nefarious about this. There was no reason to go back anywhere.
Okay. Make that deception bluff roll.
Yes!
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
He looks deep into your doe eyes and sees the truth there. That you were
All right.
totally innocent.
So you have cunning of 4. That's a crit, so that's plus 4, and that is 4 degrees of success. Ooh. He doesn't have enough frustration to get rid of that. Enough to take him down. Yeah, that does it. And he just goes, and you see he looks very frustrated and angry, but it's not towards you. He goes, you're right. And you did the right thing. Thank you for coming to me spreading it among the court. My sister chose rightly when she chose you. Well, thank you. I'm sorry that I'm overzealous in my duty, and I beg your forgiveness. And he just gets on his knee. It says, I beg your forgiveness.
Please, you were forgiven before it even happened. I apologize, and I will keep everything that I know completely under wraps, everything I heard.
Thank you, and I know I can I trust you. I will. Do you know what these two looked like? Can you describe them to me? You could.
Yeah, if I have a description, I will describe them to him.
Yeah, one guy had short-cut beard, and the other guy had long hair and a ponytail.
Yeah. I apologize for this break in your ranks. It must sting, I'm sure.
It does. Such carelessness. I will deal with it at once. Thank you again. Lady Clarissa, and he kind of bows himself and opens the tent so you may leave.
Yeah, she kind of smiles at his the guy who was cleaning his armor before and walks out.
Okay. Yep.
There's definitely a moment where she stands outside of the tent. She's like, and then books it to Vivienne, where she left Vivienne.
All right. You quickly run up. You see her about talking with some people, and it looks like she's just kind of being casual. But you see her.
Pardon me, my lady. I have some information on what you requested I look into. Can we chat in private for a moment?
Yes, of course.
Brilliant.
Yep.
You go to the bleachers where everyone goes.
Where everyone goes.
We have problems.
The ones you found.
New ones. It would seem that Henric has information on the death of a Kingsguard member.
What?
I heard from Mariella that a relation of mine was seen with this Kingsguard by Henric. I then went to your brother to see if I could get more information on this relation of mine. Apparently, he was murdered.
What?
I
So-
nearly...
I know. Yes, I know. You're.
I
So,
nearly heard he was missing the night of the feast with someone else that I had seen previously, another person. It's a very long. There is so much to this story that I cannot tell you here.
So, if correct me, the king, there's a missing king guard who is now dead, who is confirmed dead.
Yes, according to your
And-
brother, who tried to bring me in for questioning.
All right. And what Henrik? What does Henrik have to do with it? He's
Saw them together.
what did he do?
My lady,
he-
I am completely out of the loop on the movement.
I know it is a. Mhm. So he just told you heard from Mariella that Henrik saw this individual of relation with you. Who is this individual?
My cousin's bastard.
Claude has a bastard?
Yes, my lady.
Huh. Why am I only just... That's a question for myself for a later day. Right. All right. I guess I can ask Mariella if Henrik will tell her more of where they saw them and when, and of anything else that happened. But
Yes.
it is
I could
troubling.
I
Yeah.
could also speak with Henrik. It might be
If he's not,
better.
who knows? If he's not telling me, perhaps he'll tell everyone else. I do believe, though, he will feel more inclined to tell his sister. I don't. He was very unwilling to speak to me after the events of what happened when he was brought back to the inn. So I'm not sure, unless the two of you have more things to talk about than with me. That's understandable. You do more work for the entire family. I do think Mariella would have more sway over her brother and getting information from him, but it is concerning that Henrik saw them together and now he is confirmed dead. Why is your cousin what's the bastard's name?
Lars Flowers, my lady. My cousin is very good at what he does and is very good at utilizing his resources, and Claude is very good at using Lars as a sharp solution to his problems.
Do you think that Claude is using Lars for some reason in King's Landing?
2 days ago, I would have told you yes.
And what's changed?
I spoke with my cousin. He had no idea that Lars was even in town. I knew before he did. Apparently, he was supposed to be in Bravos. I suppose he was in Bravos, but not anymore. I do know that particularly now, Claude is doing everything in his power to make sure that things go right for the Weirlight family. You understand?
of course.
It's good for the Asterwoods that is for the Weirlights.
Right. Well, the only thing we can do now is try to get Henric to tell you or Mariella more information about where he saw them together. And I don't... Why is Lars here then? If he wasn't even supposed to be here, do you have an idea?
Again, there is a huge chunk of this story that I cannot tell you here.
Right. All right. So then we'll discuss it later. I will find Mariella and see if she can talk to Henric more about what's going on.
Okay, understood.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, my lady.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go find Mariella.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. She's actually fairly. You might have saw her butt earlier, sitting in the stands. And you find her you find her fairly easy. She's watching.
I'm holding our jousting seats.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's just watching the tournament. She's a little laid out, a little more.
Yeah.
You see kind of standing not awkwardly, but near her, doing his job.
Good.
I do have a slight question. Is Constance also with us, or like was she not fucking awake when we all left? Because she had a late night.
She's probably gonna show up later, but
Okay.
she had a late.
I figured I'd ask, and I'm like,
Jennifer's here, but she's essentially been with Vivian. Vivian goes to have a private conversation. Jennifer is like off to the side. She knows what's up.
She's scouting around, making sure people like. Yeah.
Jennifer has been playing lookout the whole time, essentially.
Excellent.
She's your handmaid. She knows what's up.
I definitely want to see if I can put in a good word into her boo that she was swooning, because that girl is so sweet, and she knows how to do my hair the way I like.
But then you'll lose her to do your hair.
But then I'll be Then I have helped a young girl get a very prestigious match with someone, and that's how friendships are made. But anyway, yeah. So are Henric and Tedric still sitting? Like, are they all still sitting together and stuff? Because
I think they're definitely they're watching dudes rip each other apart.
So
Drake and Bruscus.
Yeah, no.
So they're at the melee. We're at the joust.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You do notice a lot of the men are at the melee and a lot of
ladies. Of course, that's where all the knights are jousting.
Exactly. Just some dirty dudes with like, clubs and stuff are over at the melee. So.
Shiny armor and pretty horses are at the joust.
Yeah.
And of course, pretty men inside the armor.
Yeah. I think my only general question is like I have other things I obviously want to do, but it doesn't need to happen yet. Have I seen anybody interesting just because I did stay here?
I'll give you a rundown, but
it can be after the fact. It's just I am probably like looking at some of that.
You've seen some
people
notable. Yeah, you've seen some notable jousts.
Okay, we can go over that later. I just wanted that's on the board for later.
Yeah, so I'll go and sit by Mariella and take her hand, her sweet, delicate hand.
Lily White, yes.
Yes. Mariella, I know that I have been keeping things from you since we arrived at King's Landing, but it is because if things are going as I fear they are, I would prefer you to be as distant from them as you are able. Unfortunately, I am at a disadvantage. Clarissa has found some information that is concerning, and unfortunately, she's unable to piece things together because your brother is not talking to anyone.
It's fairly standard behavior for Henric. During this, I'm looking to see how close are the other houses to where we are sitting right now.
Yeah, I'm
and
for sure.
Who
Like,
around us? Who are our jousting neighbors?
No one's sitting directly next to you.
It helps that we're not favorable right now.
Some people behind. There are definitely some people like behind you, but they're like at least a row away.
Okay.
Also, I will say, jousts are loud.
Yeah, no, I figure it's like if there's the row or like a seat over, it's enough caution.
I'll just say, if you two ladies want to have like a delicate, quiet conversation between mother and daughter, that's okay. Unless someone is actively trying to hear you, you will not be overheard.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's.
I just figure like just awareness. I'm like I've been sitting here a while. It's like I'm assuming I would generally know like how close people are, but like I just wanted clarification for me and Serena.
Yeah, I mean they're noble stands. They're not that packed, especially for this time of day.
So if you could try to get more information about Carissa mentioned a Lars character. I'm not.
Lars. Okay.
I don't know. Apparently he is. He's a bastard. But apparently, your brother saw him with. And just like a king's guard.
Just kind of nod.
So, we need to know where that was and when, and he's not speaking to me about anything. And that has been... I'm noticing now that's been more of a problem since we have arrived, and I should have listened to you when you warned me. I thought your brother was being a boy, but... Unfortunately, the freedoms your father and I have allowed him have also allowed a large degree of carelessness in his attitude toward things. So, you were right, and I apologize for not listening to you more. And not seeing it.
Well... If anything, there's more important things in front of us now than trying to understand how my brother thinks.
It's true. Well, if everything goes well, we can get him married, and that'll be her problem.
He'll still be under your roof.
No. Well, it'll be his roof then. I can just, grow old and fat and enjoy my grandchildren.
But, I can... Did this Lars have a surname? Did he belong to a house?
Flowers. He is a bastard in the property.
Right. I can try to listen and maybe see if Henric can remember anything else. I'm not sure if he would remember a name, but I can try to find a way where it'll come up.
Carissa gave me a vague description. I don't, and I'll give her just.
I probably matches the one that I gave Clarissa. Yeah. To a point. I can definitely try. One thing I was thinking of, though, there hasn't been any word yet on Adham. I'm sorry. I know we're changing. I'm changing things drastically.
No, it's among the many things.
I was wondering, would it be possible that we maybe speak to either a Septon or someone and see if maybe we can reach out and see if they can help us. Maybe find a maester or someone. I know that they probably won't accept Thorsten's aid, but if a representative of the church maybe acts and sees if they can maybe find him extra aid if their maester isn't capable. Because I did try, as you saw earlier this morning, to speak to a few gold cloaks. I was hoping maybe Constance can help me find the names of the gentlemen I spoke to in case that might be needed later.
I don't know if a septon would offer much help. I was never aware of Adham or his family being entirely religious, but
well, if anything, maybe would you be aware of whether or not they'd have extra family here in the capital? Maybe the septon
would be the only ones I know of that are here are Iris's mother's family, and I haven't heard anything from them. It was one of the things I asked Clarissa to look into, because I haven't heard anything. I haven't even seen their banners or their colors anywhere. There are the Westbrook, but I haven't heard anything about them. I would like to speak with Adham and his entourage, but
with how they reacted to Henric trying, I don't think we'll be let near their tent.
Indeed.
Narrator, I got a question. This might be a knowledge-ish question, but I'll probably have to roll. In like our equivalent of like medieval period kind of thing, like births and things were, or like basically registers would be kept with a church. Would that be similar? Not here. Okay.
Not here, no. Maesters do that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's while in old medieval period that kind of ruled everything, they united all medieval kind of.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to figure out if it's the maesters or like maybe the church to.
The Church of the Seven is a lot more lax than the Catholic Church was.
Awesome.
They don't really, priests don't give birth to people, maesters do now. Like science and reason are a big part of this culture.
Okay.
So the maester would have it. It's family records are a personal thing, and their logs are kept at the Citadel essentially.
So it would be their maester we would have to try and talk. Yeah. You know, I was thinking, Mariana, that the merchant that was supposed to be engaged to Iris. I was thinking about Reuben Piper. Yes, I was thinking of trying to find him.
Speaking of merchants, with what happened to our last witness, do you think we should try to keep an eye on the merchant that spoke to us for us?
I don't know. I mean, if you're suggesting what happened the other flower that we met on the road, I hope no one would do that to him, but we didn't bring enough men to keep post of a singular merchant within the city. It would probably be in our best interest, but I think that the matter has officially been resolved. Henric won the joust, so people will be disgruntled about it. But that part of the issue has been resolved. I think we can possibly see what he's up to, but I think our next focus should be on this current situation with Lars and everything else. And finding the Westbrooks.
Then possibly, if you want, I can try to include that in regards to anything else I might hear about. But there was Henric had managed to find a lead through a boy in regards to the package that he had received.
What do you know the boy?
I might be able to recall his name, but the boy at the inn was also familiar with this child.
Oh, you mean the pleasant one who knows not to speak? Oh, I love that child.
Henric was given directions to a place of where this package originated from. Would it be possibly wise to have Henric show Micah or John at the end of the day the location?
Maybe if that was where he was intended to go.
He doesn't necessarily have to go in, but if he can show where it is, then either one of them can escort Father, or depending on what type of building it is, we can figure something out. But
perhaps if Henric was supposed to go, perhaps if he's still up, we could send him, or it could be Henric and Nymora, because if I don't know, this unknowing is frustrating. I don't want our entire contingent going after this place, because I think that would set whoever is conspiring, that would set them off if we don't already know.
It's why I suggest maybe someone more experienced than Kale going with Henric.
Fair enough. Nymora is the most experienced, and the two of them together would guarantee they would return.
True. John is also possibly the easiest to swap out, since Father... Speaking of, how did Father do with the melee?
Wonderfully.
So, assuming if anybody saw him there, I'm assuming they would possibly hesitate.
You and Clarissa are very observant, but not many people tend to notice guards and the help wandering. That's their job. They wander. I mean, if someone is looking very closely in particular, perhaps they'll notice it. But I do think a smaller contingent to go to the location Henric was supposed to go to. I would suggest Henric and Nymora. The two of them are far capable of dealing with things, and I don't want our guards to go alone. We're already returning home with less than we brought, so I don't want that to be a continued habit.
Indeed. Well, I'll check to see if I can find anything about this new flower.
And, thank you. And if you hear anything about the Westbrooks, let me know. I'm going to speak with Reuben Piper.
Okay. All right. Tedric.
Yes.
What you doing, my lord? We're watching the melee. Lots of good bouts. Thoros of Myr showed up. He's this old, kind of drunk guy with fiery red hair and beard. He's kind of going bald. But when the fight starts, he whispers into his hand, flicks his sword, and it catches fire.
Nice.
And people are like,
didn't think that
"Whoa!"
was legal immediately, but
Nah, it is. But you didn't see him light it on fire with oil, whisper something into his hand, and then it just is on fire. You've heard of this?
yeah.
He's in the he's like a friend with the king. He hangs out with him sometimes.
Is it possible for me to make an awareness test to maybe see exactly what he did?
Yeah, absolutely. Awareness notice.
I don't have that.
All right, well then just
I've got
awareness.
awareness empathy.
Well, awareness then.
Come on.
9. From what you see him whisper into his hand, grab his sword, and pull up. And as he pulls, flames sprout,
Okay.
and it's just burning. And it scares the shit out of his opponent, who immediately goes on the defensive. And a lot of people seem like, they're really into what's happening right now. Because it was cool as hell.
What kind of sword is it? Long sword, bastard sword?
It's a bastard sword.
Okay.
Yeah, Henric, you're there too. You just definitely saw that guy light his sword on fire somehow. It was pretty cool.
Really thinking how I can get one myself later on if that's possible. I'll have it up stock room later.
You're like, what kind of smithing technique lets a sword just catch fire? But yeah, he definitely beats the crap out of the guy. And then he definitely burps really loudly and then leaves. He looks pretty drunk.
Good on him. Living his best life.
Yep. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a foreigner though, because Thoros of Mir is one of the free lands across the narrow sea. Well, we say free, but they have slaves. But fun. But yeah. So that was interesting. So like Henric, TJ, either of you guys, what y'all doing? Are you just kind of enjoying? Do you have any machinations you need to unload? What's up? Checking in.
I'll let Tidrick go first, the Lord of the House. Go ahead.
I'm just enjoying the fighting.
Yeah, see, that's enough. If you're just
Being
like
a
listening
lord.
in, I mean, you're enjoying privilege.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
From my nice viewpoint.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all good.
Nice. What is there something I did want? Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Like there was something I maybe wanted to do, but because I'm still not seeing anything on Roll20, I don't know if that'd be a good idea to do anymore.
Whoa, what's up? What do you want to do?
I still am looking to try to find mostly Layden right now.
Oh, you want to try and spot Layden?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
I am.
Why don't I'll make an awareness test for you?
Thank you, Johnny.
Have you tried reloading it?
I have. It's blank. It's got that reloading sign still on there, so just wait and see if we go to break, and then maybe I can try to refresh. But for now, if you guys can see me, that's fine.
All right, Henric, this is an awareness test. Oh, okay.
No, my awareness isn't great. I know.
7.
Okay. This is a good play-by-play. Let's see how this goes.
Yes, that is enough. You do see him because he just walked into the melee pit.
Oh shit! All right. That's how I see him. Hey, cool. I'll watch his match. Yeah.
Yeah. He is not wearing full plate. He's wearing a breastplate and some padding on his arm, like some metal bracers and stuff. But that's kind of it. And he sort of walks in there, and walking in on the other side is some knight. Knight. He's from the Mountains of the Moon. He's in half plate, and he has a long sword and shield, as does Layden. They fight, and Layden's pretty skilled. He definitely has he's a little quicker than you are. He does a lot of like glancing blows, just very small ones. But he doesn't really get hit much. And he kind of at the very end sort of unleashes this like kind of out of nowhere, because he's been doing glancing blows, and then suddenly he charges, knocks the dude on the ground, and slams his blade down, and just like really aggressive out of nowhere, and he wins.
Nice. Yay.
And
isn't that your newfound friend?
And he raises his blade up.
The ones you've been hanging out with?
He raises his blade up towards people, and I think people cheer.
Yeah! As I raise my drink glass.
Yeah. And he goes back, and then suddenly you do, from across the thing, just really aggressive clapping.
Yeah.
It's louder than most people, and you see Benedict Primaris just dead face, but then just like this shit-eating grin come across his face, and just clapping really aggressively.
It's like that one, the gif of Orson Welles clapping.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Nice.
Much faster though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you see that, and you see him kind of go off.
Do I know where they would take him or anything? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where they took you. You can go down there.
I'll go down there. Say hi.
Say hi to my friend.
Say hi to my friend. Dad, we'll be right back. I'm just gonna say hi to my friend. Don't embarrass me.
Big bloodshed.
Yeah, I'll go down.
I just wave him off.
Mm-hmm.
I know how it is to be young. Have friends.
Yep. So Henric, you kind of go into the towards the entrance of the kind of place he's sort of being undone and having the tourney weapons put away, and you see there are two girls standing near each other. It looks like they're holding something, but as you approach, they turn and skitter off.
I see what they were trying to see what they were holding.
Yeah, you still can't see stuff, right?
What? I can't see stuff?
Like your screen?
Oh, yeah, no, I can't see. Me as Aaron can't see anything, yeah.
Yes. All right, then I will I will make that awareness test for you.
Thank you.
8. Yeah. One of them was holding a silk scarf, and the other one was holding what looked like a small pendant almost. You would probably recognize them, starting to get into this culture of lady favors.
Yes. Those lady favors. Know about that.
Favors of young ladies.
Cool. Well, after they skitter off, smiling, I'll walk in the tent or whatever it is.
Yeah, you walk in, and you see laid in there. He's his breastplate is being taken off, and they're handing his weapons off, and he turns. He goes, "Oh, Henric.
Hello. That was well fought, man. I'm impressed.
Thank you. I didn't catch your match, but I heard you lost."
Yeah, probably better that you didn't see it. I got knocked into the dirt pretty quickly.
Well, I'll have to look out for them. But
yeah, tall man, Warhammer, seriously strong.
Oh, yeah. Warhammer. Okay, just understood.
An eye up.
But thank you. I appreciate the praise.
Are there any other people in the?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Seeing that, I guess I'm not gonna make you have to roll another awareness check for me. Not that I think it'd be good. I'll go to him for a bit. And be like, so I trust you saw everything with the joust this morning, and
I did, yeah. You won.
yeah, I did. And I'm glad. I'm glad that that's over and done with, and my family's been cleared that they should have been wrong by that to begin with, but I can't talk about that now. I was wondering, because I'm mostly with my family time. Have you heard anything about Adham? He looked well even before we fought.
The only thing I heard is he hasn't left his tent. There's lots of gossip about what could be wrong with mostly having to do with something he ate, or he's feeling too much embarrassment or shame, something along those lines. Why are you concerned about him?
Oddly enough, yeah. Different reasons. I don't like the bastard for sure, but I know I didn't want to kill him, and also that fight, he wasn't at full strength. It just makes it feel.
You would prefer to have a fair fight.
Would.
He kind of gives you like a look like, oh. But he nods. He goes, quite noble. Very. I'm sure your fellow Reachman would be very proud of that sentiment.
Learning more and more that it's not a sentiment all knights and all people share.
No, it is not. Not everyone has the honor to lose.
Sure.
But I don't deride you for it. But I would just take the fact that you won and you save face for your house. That's
I have to take that out. I am very, very pleased with that. But speaking of honor, this got brought up today because my sister, ever curious as she is and smart as ever, asked about where I was yesterday, and sorry, about yesterday and events leading up to the feast.
And
there's more that's going on with my family besides the kind of thing. And this is related to that.
All right.
And I can't go into detail with you now, partially because half the time everything changes and I don't even know what's going on, except that for some reason someone hates us and is trying to ruin our family. But at this point,
okay.
I told my sister some of what we saw, and I can trust her. I can trust her family.
Did you say anything about me?
I did not. Just mentioned that I saw something, but I didn't want to.
Henric. Whatever we saw, you need to put out of your mind. Whatever that was will only get your house in trouble, and mine. It doesn't matter. That was something. That wasn't just a random killing in the street. We should yell.
Oh, I know
that was something else.
Because it's something
I know you know that, but and sure, your sister, fine, yeah, but I understand that. But just the less people you tell, the better. I understand that something is going on with your mother. Stated as much when she had to, and everyone sort of understands that something's going on. But this isn't just your secret. You understand that, yes?
Yes.
He's like kind of staring at you for.
I know. I'm
Okay.
trying to be smart about this and not.
So why are
rashly...
you talking to me about?
Because I didn't know what to do.
Okay, and he just nods. Okay, all right. I know this is a lot, and it's not as if something this is a thing. I understand, but just the best thing, honestly, the best thing for your family. Just put it out of your head. Now, you know better than I whether family. After all, house is everything. I understand that. That's very big in my family as well. So that I'm not mad or concerned about. The point is, you shouldn't tell anyone but people you absolutely trust that have the same surname. All right? Don't let that leave your family ever. Or I guess people say, I mean, you know best, I hope. What I'm saying is, don't tell your friends. I mean, we all know, but like the thing, but they're not going to say anything.
No, I know that. And I'm only telling you because you were there with me.
Yes, and if someone asks me, Henric, I will say no. That I was not there.
Absolutely was not there.
Okay, that's...
Now, this has nothing against you. There's nothing against you. It has everything to do with my own family. I know you don't know much about the Westerland, but your house is not the only one having machinations moved against them.
Like,
yes, and yes.
Kind of interested in that now. Oh shoot, this is they're talking. Oh god.
Like, if were you about to ask me to testify against?
No, that was what I was going to ask.
Good. I'm glad you talked to me about this, because if you do, I'm going to deny it.
I understand your reasoning for that.
And that's not because I don't consider you a friend, or I don't trust you, or I don't wish the well-being of you and your family. I do, but I value my own more.
I understand that.
And you must value yours, yes?
You?
Good. Great. And he just like, he looks like his shoulders are like, All right, I just wanted to make sure that was said. We don't know each other very well, Henric. We've known each other a few days, and now we have been united by this.
Apparently, yeah.
Now we've been united by this thing, and we will keep that thing between us. It unites us all.
That's our thing. No one else's thing. Just ours.
Probably not the best way to be introduced to you and everyone else.
Shrugs.
Here we are.
Yeah. Thus is the exciting life of upper nobility. But no, at the same thing, if someone asks me if you were there, I will deny it. All right? I will not incriminate you either.
That never crossed my mind, but I'm...
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad, because that's just a never-ending he said, she said. But just, I would put it out of your mind. Is this something else you needed?
No, that was... really well. Hope we do good in the next match. I'll be in the stands watching, I guess.
I suppose. All right.
Head out.
All right.
Bailey.
Excellent.
Bailey, please.
So sorry, I'm just reading my notes now. Okay, so you've talked to Layden. Okay. Tedric, you're chilling. Okay, Marilyn, I think you just gonna think. Alright.
Once again, because nobody tells me anything.
Yep, just like he's enjoying his day. Clarissa, you wanted to talk to Nymora, yes?
Yes, I did.
All right, let's do that now.
All right.
Nymora's gone back to watch the jousting.
Perfect.
I say, do you see?
Joust. Any more interesting people?
I mean,
Yeah, that could tag on to me for who I was watching.
Yeah, I mean, there were definitely some interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There was that cool mass night. They were pretty cool.
I wasn't around for that. I think I was talking to Henric. I missed them.
Yeah, I think you missed them. We could talk about it. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that guy was
That spotted dude. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
I like the big names, like in the afternoon.
Yeah,
is that what?
Well, Jamie Lannister goes.
Mm-hmm.
He won in the second pretty handily.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. And the mountain is up, but a lot of people are really shocked because a lot of people are shocked because of his opponent, who is captain of the Kingsguard, Sir Barristan Selmy.
Oh shit!
Fight!
This big one.
Fight! I'll watch.
Yeah. So and Mariella and Nymora, I think this is your first time, and Clarissa, as she comes up, this is your first time seeing the mountain.
Huge.
Him big.
Yeah, you've always heard that there's this massive night called the Mountain Who Rides, and you've known lots of tall people, but everything you possibly can see is immediately dwarfed by the actual size of this man.
Is his horse also proportionally large to support this man?
It is not a destrier. It is a northern. It's essentially like a workhorse.
Okay.
just a Clydesdale. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's this massive horse. And the man standing there, his squire, who is like essentially just like, well, that was a child, but as he moved away, he's an adult, because he's underneath the mountain's breastplate. The utter enormity of this man as he passes by you on his horse as they do a quick round. The horse itself is massive, but he creates a shadow over you.
Oh, he's really big. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like, Lars is a big guy. I've met the big guys. And then you're like, no, I have not.
This, I wasn't really...
I wish Henric knew what he was against right now.
And then...
But sitting next to Mariella and Nymora just...
Yeah. Selmy and Mountain started to pitch, and they charge each other, and people begin cheering. Most people are cheering for Sir Barristan because, I mean, he is a legendary hero.
Yeah.
And the Mountain is, you know.
You hear some weird things about that family.
You do. And you see they pass, they shatter each. lances. Barristan told me rocks, but they pass each other. Set up for another pass, second pass, third pass. But on the third pass, the mountain does his lance. And they do a fourth pass, which is the first fourth pass of the day. And at that one, Barristan Selmy fully unseats the mountain.
Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
And he lounged with a resounding, horrific noise.
Oh, fuck, thank God.
And he stands up way faster than any has stood up so far. He hits the ground and then just sits up and is standing. You're not sure how someone that huge, wearing that much armor, just rights themselves, but he does it and is just staring at Sir Barristan. Sir Barristan, like, raises a gauntlet up to everyone, kind of looks over at him and, like, salutes him, and the mountain just, like, stares and then just turns and begins to walk off.
He just leaves his horse there.
His squire, one of the squires goes to grab the horse. Another one goes up to, like, looks at, and he just fully face palms that dude and thrusts, and he literally goes flying at least 10 feet and slams against the wall. And there's a sort of crack noise. And the kid just kind of falls over, like, and starts, like, moving a little weird. Doesn't look dead, but they look hurt as the mountain leaves the stage. The beach.
Do I see Constance anywhere nearby?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, 7, help me, please.
Yeah, so it looks like the mountain is out of the tournament.
Oh no! What a tragedy.
Oh yeah, what an awful tragedy. This is so terrible.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I think I maybe
Like,
turned
so
to Nymora. It's like, he's not in the melee, is he?
No, he's not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, the thing is... No, go ahead.
At least then actually, I heard from my mother that father did well. Did Henric?
Well, he got a good hit in.
Carissa, at this point, you come in.
Did who took him out? I'm assuming an experienced knight or
Oh no, it was Lars.
Lars.
And Carissa, you're there. And Mariella, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't surprised. Like the second that I saw him, Lars has done. He's done the melee rounds.
Does
a
this
lot,
Lars
so.
have a surname?
Flowers. Hi, Clary. Hi.
Hi. I'm sorry. Did you say that Henric fought Lars in the melee?
Yeah, this morning. I mean, he was going under a different name. He's probably
He does that a
honestly,
lot.
Yeah, he's probably fucked someone he shouldn't. And oh, excuse me, sorry, language, my lady.
Just kind of like pat Nymora's thigh. It's like, trust me, what goes on behind closed doors with ladies' conversations, sometimes it's worse.
But yeah, Henrik fought him this morning. That's who he lost against. Why?
Oh. We should chat, Nymora.
Okay.
Very quickly, privately.
Right
Pardon
now.
us,
All
Lady
right.
Mariella.
I am drawn. I'm pulled away.
Yeah, like
I'm not given an
hard.
option.
I have her hand in my shoulder, tugging her along to the bottom of the bleachers.
It's is
I'm more at the bottom of the bleachers.
Oh, we know what goes on at the bottom of the
it's kind of like looking,
Yeah, I have
like
talked
looking
with
at.
everyone.
She wants that
Looking
makeout
back
session.
and
That was the
forth.
other option for Under the Bleachers. That makeout.
We saw
session.
that too. Yeah, that did happen.
I'm just like looking back up at the stands and looking at Clarissa and looking back. It's like, Clary, you know, there's probably, I mean, people are going to talk.
Talk about what? What?
I kind of lean in a little bit. The people come down under the bleachers to fuck.
Oh God, no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
like no, that's not.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. I didn't want to do anything. It's just
No,
okay.
Okay, no, it's okay. I just want, but what?
Do you remember when we were riding in to King's
Mhm.
Landing, and I asked you to keep your eye out for someone for me? That person was Lars.
Oh. So, I mean, I literally just saw him this morning, so.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to be meeting up with him with drinks later, so I know where he's going to be.
Okay. Well, never mind then. Actually,
Is that helpful?
very helpful. Actually, yes. Just after your conversation with him, come find me.
Clarissa, what's going on?
Somebody murdered a Kingsguard. It's under wraps. It's quiet. I did almost get arrested for it. However,
And you're asking me to keep an eye. What the fuck is Lars done?
I don't know.
What has he got? What shit has he gotten himself into?
Any endless amount of shit. I have no idea.
Okay,
All I'm saying is, now, please make sure he stays away from our family.
I don't think that he could have killed Henric. The blow that he landed on Henric was he caved his entire chest plate in. He could have killed him with one hit, and he didn't.
I'm not saying that he's trying to kill him outright. Things have gotten far more complicated than they were when we first got here.
He's always treated me well. You think you know a person?
I'm sure you do. He's a sellsword just like everyone else, but it seems things have changed. For him, at least.
Alright, So what do you want me to do? I said that I would meet him tonight for drinks. And...
Yes, of course. Meet your friends for drinks. It's... don't ask him about the Kingsguard. Don't do anything. Just have a conversation with him. See what he talks about. Ply him with drinks, if you will. And, give you some coin.
He's so much bigger than me. He's going to drink me under the table.
Well, try to stay as sober as possible. Not that you're bad at drinking in the first place.
No,
I'm sure you'll be fine.
No, I'm no lightweight, but you've seen how big he is then.
Yes, but the mountain. Now, do you think he's proportionally big? Like all the way around, like all up and down.
I don't want to think about it. That sounds terrifying. I mean, and even like just as a uninterested observer, I am cringing.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. It's all right. Either way, please try and find me when you can, and we will discuss. There's so much we have to talk about, but I will see you later. I think I'm going to leave now, so if anyone tries to come find me, tell them I will be back at the inn. I've got so much paperwork to do. Oh my god.
Clary? Lars, I went to go and congratulate him on, on winning. It was good. It was a good fight. He said that he was in Lys. He said that he was across the Narrow Sea.
Oh.
And he's got a bad scar on the other side of his face now.
A new one?
Bad. I can't even think of what might have. It was shaped very weird. I don't even know what weapon would have caused it.
Claude did say that he was headed to Bravos. Yeah, get that story if you can. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try. I'm not any good at this, Garza, but
I have faith in you, and just think of the light at the end of the tunnel. Eventually, we will go home. At some point, ever again, I don't know.
No, the light at the end of the tunnel is the fact that the mountain is not in the joust anymore.
What does that matter to you? I thought you weren't in the joust.
Henric's in the
think you
joust.
applied.
Henric's in the joust.
Henric is in the joust. You don't think he'll make it to a point where he's fighting the mountain, do you?
I'll just say the mountain's out of the joust. If you lose, you lose.
True.
So,
Fair point.
Nobody will be fighting the mountain anymore. Okay.
Either way, direct any inquiries towards me elsewhere, because I will be at the inn.
All right. Okay. I will see what I can do tonight.
Yes, I appreciate you, Namor. And I will leave.
I will wait a short time so that it doesn't look like we're leaving together.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Cool. So at that, I think we're gonna go into our first break, or our only break usually. So interesting thing, lots of fight were had and
Tedric is just smiling.
Machinations.
Just chilling there.
Yeah.
We're happy if our lord is happy.
Oblivious.
You know what? Maybe it's better this way.
So we will meet up and see what more things unravel on the first day of the tour next time. Well, not next time. When we get back from the break. So then, see you then. Bathroom, all that good stuff. See you in a bit. Don't go anywhere.